it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Saliba cuts it out. Now it's Haaland. Rice. Bellingham. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Eze. Walker gets across to intercept that. Bellingham. Van Dijk makes the interception. And it's Rice. Haaland. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Llorente. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that was very necessary. Mbappe. Front-footed pressing going on here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caresses it through. And here's Haaland. Now it's Eze. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's found a way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played back. That's a cute ball. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that's definitely not his best. Kyle Walker. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's neat. And it's Rice. Here's Tchouaméni. Picked out, and the shot! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems...
Has a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now he's got space here. Eze in acres of space out wide. Upamecano attempts a clearance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Getting up there! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Van Dijk certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Played into space. And he's there to belt it away. Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, such a clever touch. Lofted in, punched away. Mbappe. Fernandes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well measured.
Has been indicated.
Oh, look at the space here. No, that's been intercepted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he can clear it away. That's it, 45 minutes up. See your views on the first half?
Vietnam clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Vietnam firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Eze looking to pass their way up the pitch. Eze. That has been knocked clear. And they can counter here. Nicely shaped ball. And he welcomes it in. A lot of space there. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam find a position of real strength now. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Germany are looking to break at pace.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's run loose here. And it's Eze. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Fernandes. Somewhat off target. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? And he cuts out the supply. Some resolute defending there. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. And here's Bellingham. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution for Germany, number 24, Cucurella. Number 15, Marcos Llorente.
Upamecano
Number 20,
played towards the other
Mbappe.
side.
Number 11, Erling
Vietnam
Haaland.
do have options
Number
available
8,
on the bench if they want to go that way.
Number 14,
He is just
Fernandes.
caressing the ball.
Coming on the field, number 18, Dembele.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Vinicius Junior.
It's a decent chance to
Number
counter-attack.
6, Lukaku.
That's Dembele.
Number
He's got away.
21, Thuram. Number
And the
10,
shots!
Ludes.
He's
Number
kept it out
13,
just.
Right.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter,
Substitution.
when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior gets on his bike and on the move. He was under real pressure there. Vinicius Junior, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Dembele. And it's Dembele! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's an excellent interception. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Good ball over the top. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a little off target. Vietnam are coasting towards victory. Oh, he's having a go! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Germany really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Lukaku. Look at the space here. And he was alert to it. Martinez. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Martinez. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Yildiz tries to play it through. Ferran Torres has the space to scheme. Chance for a shot! And it's in! They will take that. They are... And that will be it. Vietnam really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the left.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That's a quick free kick. Saliba clears without hesitation. Looking for options for movement. Saliba gets over and intercepts. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Van de Ven. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Yamal. And it's Eze. Here's Tchouaméni.
Hernandez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Upamecano. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And he skips past his man. Yamal supplying the width on this right-hand side. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable. Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Llorente is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Yamal. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Rodri. Fernandez. Oh, strongly challenged there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodri. Yamal. Eze. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Lukaku. Eze. And here's Haaland. Eze. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Fernandez scooting forward. Rodri. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. For Rice. Rice gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Bellingham. Quality ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Shoots! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Vinicius Junior. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Eze. Looking for the run. And the through ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rice could move up a gear here. That is good strength. And it's Bellingham. Nice bit of trickery for Rice. Haaland, real chance! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. And we have
There will
liftoff.
be 1 minute added time.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam go in
And we
at
continue
half-time
now
with
a
a
quick
1-0
request
lead.
for support through our charity
There's plenty of
fund,
positives to
Chance in
take
Football.
despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Vietnam currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the pass is intercepted. Eze. Llorente. Rice. And it's Eze. And it's Eze. Eze. He's a sharp little ball here. Haaland, given the lift of his goal, that's been slipped through. Eze receives it in a good position here. Oh, that was vital. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Can he get it through? Elects to cross. Van der Ven can get it clear. Lukaku. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution for Germany. Number 6.
So changes afoot here,
Lukaku.
and from both sides.
Number 8. Eze. Number
Here's
7.
Yamal.
Vinicius
Aims beyond the
Junior.
defence. Can he
Number
finish?
13,
Off the
Fernandes.
post.
Coming on the field, number 9, Bellingham. Number 21,
Mbappe
Turner.
will not want to
Number
lose out
20,
here, not against this
Mbappe.
opponent.
Number
Your
23.
impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter.
Substitution in
You can't
progress.
just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Substitution for Germany.
They've got a healthy
number
number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Jamal. Coming on the field, number 4.
Dani
Hakimi.
Olmo goes
Number
short.
13, Rice. Substitutions taking place.
Vinicius Junior. That has not gone well. Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're good...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Thuram! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Germany really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's been taken short.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Rice. Look at the space here. Tries a measured ball. Rodri with the clearance. Brilliantly cut out. Deftly away. Barella is onto this. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Vinicius Junior. And it's made its way to him. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies.
Can he finish? Oh, good-looking ball. Well seen. Saw that coming. Now it's Thuram. It's a good run down the right. Tries to play it through. Barella. That's going to go a long way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. João Neves cuts out the pass. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Llorente. Vinicius Junior. It's a searching pass. Konate. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe. Dani Olmo. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe. Rice. And he's lost his man here. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. Ferran Torres, a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
Short changes him with that pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Upamecano. And that's it. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Eze is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And they can counter here. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Rice. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm going to keep an eye out for this guy, Kyle Walker, especially because his team build from the back, whether he's going to stay out wide or move into midfield and create some overloads. He's a player I hugely admire for his intelligence, his sense of positioning, and boy, can he sprint.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Eze. And it's Rice. And here's Haaland. Nice sequence of passes, this. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bellingham getting forward. Olise. Saliba calmly anticipates.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eze stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Germany really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Nuno Mendes. Now, can they get him away? That's good play. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. It's Bellingham. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tchouaméni. Olise. Llorente. And here's Olise. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Rice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eze. Nuno Mendes. Tchouaméni. Eze. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And it's Rodri. Tries to pass it through, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise. And he's managed to get free. Olise's cross. Saliba getting this one clear. So what can they make of this?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Mbappe, he's rising! And he's done it! A goal at a really telling moment. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking.
Haaland! This possibly the last play of the half. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Vietnam really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Vietnam can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Played into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Llorente. And it's Rice. Here's Tchouaméni. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitutions taking place.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good take in a good area. And that's been drilled in. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. That has been cut short. And it's Llorente. Can he get away here? Vietnam just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's a cute ball. Vinicius Junior. It's run loose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Short changes him with that pass. Eze. That's an imaginative pass. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Germany, number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11, Erling Haaland.
João
Number
Neves
6,
plays it short.
Olise.
Now it's
Number
Neves.
8, Eze. Coming on the field.
Nice control.
Number 7, Vinicius
And he's in on
Junior.
goal. And the
Number
shot!
21,
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution.
Rice. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Germany really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution for Germany, number 13.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And he's there to belt it away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Llorente. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. And here's Vinicius Junior. Nicely aimed pass. Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Plays it in low.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Just eases him off the ball. Ndika did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking for the run. Yildiz gets into a good position. Tries to cross. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rodri. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Clipped into space. And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Corner it is. Vietnam have their second corner now.
Substitution for Germany, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Hakimi.
Olise with the short one. Can he finish? And there's a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Vietnam have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now that looks a decent ball.
4 added minutes has been
Confirmation that
indicated.
there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's another good win of the ball. João Neves. Looking for options for movement. Yildiz. It's a searching pass. Nice interception. And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And now,
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Today.
He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A clear
and
night,
welcome to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Haaland. He's chosen to go back. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. First quarter of an hour gone. Bellingham. Mbappe! It's a good run he's making out on the left. A corner it is then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Van Dijk tries to clear. And it's Rodri. Knocks it. Shot! Surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. So it is still 0-0. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is good defending. It's been repelled.
Germany clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Cucurella clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump! And that was very necessary. Eze. And it's Walker. And Gabriel. That is good progress on the left. Almost half an hour in now. Kyle Walker. And here's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Eze. Oh, great leap! It's loose now and they want to... And one more try! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? So their fourth corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Van Dijk looking to play him in. And the shot! Courtois is there to clear. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Germany really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Llorente just loves to go forward whenever he can. Stood up well to him there. Oh, Red, nice interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Morishi, and he's got the beating of his man. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Played back. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Saliba. Kyle Walker. Some really good ball movement. And back it goes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute.
Driving through the middle. And smartly reclaimed. Thuram! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Mbappe. And it's Rodri. And it's Rice. And here's Haaland. Eze. Good purposeful running this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Germany have the chance to go the other way. Rice threads one in. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Saliba with a fine tackle. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's a good run down the right. He's had it taken off him. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Drills one in. And Dijk clears. Rice caresses it through. Can he finish? Eze. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Thuram is onto this. Pressure stays on. It is a corner.
Substitution for Germany. Number 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 7, Vedat Muriqi. Number 21, Chara.
Vinicius Junior gets it away.
Vinicius Junior. Number 13.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now.
Coming on the field, number 6, Olise.
No, that was never going to make it.
Erling Haaland. Number 30, Šeško. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 14,
Ferran Torres.
Fernandes. Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Great vision, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Fernandes. Germany have a chance to counter-attack. Llorente. Cucurella. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ferran Torres.
Germany clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Ferran Torres. A lot of space ahead of him. He is just caressing the ball. Marek Szoboszlai thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. That is good strength. Šeško. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been drilled in.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net. Finally the breakthrough.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Germany, number 5.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Vietnam have taken the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Cucurella. Fernandes.
Germany really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Opts for safety.
Two added minutes has been
Gabriel.
indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Well, that pass isn't the best.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing
And
department.
that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Vinicius Junior picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Bellingham picks it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Eze. Bangs in a cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy Eze is always someone I've kept an eye on. A player who broke through as a left winger initially.
Takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, greatly! It's hit the crossbar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, great feat, that.
Aimed at the far side. Llorente clears it away. Great chance! Oh, nice touch. Pulls it back.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Thuram. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this? Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Showing great feet there. Rodri. Oh, that's neat. And it's Rice. Mariki.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he welcomes it in. He's being urged to shoot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice, and here's the chance to counter. Here's Haaland, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Bellingham. Oh, sweet feet. Played into the box. Eze! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rice. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Bellingham. Well, that has not gone well. And that brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. It's time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This is a promising build-up. Rice, well seen, saw that coming.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Eze. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good climb! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Thuram simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7.
So we have movement on both
Gnabry.
benches.
Number 21, Thuram. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbappe. Number
Rodri.
11, Erling Haaland.
Here's Vinicius Junior.
Taking place.
Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well measured. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Rice. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Eze. This looks promising. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Mbappe. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well read. Nice interception. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Chance for a shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish right from the top draw. How they've waited. Now they have it.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution for Germany, number 8.
So
Eze.
changes afoot here,
Number
and from
10,
both sides.
Bellingham.
Vietnam
Number
have
13,
fired themselves in
Rice.
front.
Look, you
Coming on
can't
the
deny
field,
that it's a blow,
number
but this game is
27,
far from...
Mbappe! Number 6,
Split
Olise.
different reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Olise with the short one. Dembele.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's managed to get free.
Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a shade optimistic. And that's another good win of the ball.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And he's forced to go back. They get a throw in. Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. Wan-Bissaka. And he shoots! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Vietnam really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substitution for Germany. Number 15.
Germany are making a change now. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Thrown and the shot! And that is well cleared. And it's Szoboszlai. Yildiz.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Dembele. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. All hands on deck for this one. Olise goes short. Ferran Torres deals with that comfortably. Now it's Yildiz, distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, well timed. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Substitution for Germany, number 5, Chouameni.
Into extra time we go.
To replace him is
Vietnam pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Rodri. Looking tidy in possession here. Well seen, saw that coming. Szoboszlai. Upamecano. For Szoboszlai. Aims beyond the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Cucurella. That's a sharp pass. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Rodgers. And here's Haaland. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivery from Mbappe. Deftly away. Short changes him with that pass.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a nicely shaped ball. There could be trouble here. Koundé. Rodri. Ndicka. Now Rodgers. Mbappe scooting forward. So just 15 minutes still to come.
With a quick request for support.
So nothing yet, an extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes for someone to do something. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And it's Szoboszlai. Some good work on the right flank here. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Dembele. Rodri. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Searching pass he's played there. That's going to go a long way. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's an excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. And Koundé. Nicely weighted ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they've got rid. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. 90 minutes and then another 30. And, Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So we're all set, and we all know what is coming. So, are we ready? Which way will he go? And he duly obliges.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Vinicius Junior is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really.
He had to, and he did. Up steps the man with the armband. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
So on to the second man.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Dembele is the third man to step forward. Stuck away with immaculate poise.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Szoboszlai, the third man up. It's 3 each. So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, no one's saving that.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Yildiz, fourth in their queue. That's a good penalty.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Rodgers, last of the original 5 to walk forward. No! Denied remarkably!
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick. It's all about his mindset now.
I saved it! And that takes us to sudden death. Some can barely watch here, every kick potentially pivotal. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. And that will do it.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Vietnam have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Well, Peter, those players knew they were in for a battle, and you can finally sense this kind of collective release from them here. They could have made their lives easier by making more of what chances they had, but you know, you can't have it all your own way.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Now it's Haaland. Courtois claims it safe hands. And it's Bellingham. Ndika kept his eye on it, and he's there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he finish? And he's done it! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Saliba looking tidy in possession here. Vietnam are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing...
That could spell trouble. Kyle Walker. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rice tries to play it through. Brilliantly cut out. Deftly away. Llorente. And it's Rice. Rice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Llorente kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rice. Llorente. Here's Tchouaméni. Ndika. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Rodgers has been caught there, it's a foul. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Very nicely done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rice. Oh, well played. And it's been hooked away. They get a throw in. Pass somewhat off target. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Good take, and is he in? Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Five minutes till the break. That is ended up in no man's land. Olise. Cucurella. Spread it left. Rodgers venturing down the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bellingham. Now Mbappe.
There will be
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise. Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Saliba does really well to win the ball there. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Threads one in. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cucurella tries to pass it through. Out of play for a goal kick. And that's another good win of the ball. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Haaland. Referee's given a throw. That's tidy. Looking for the run. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Mbappe has the space to scheme. Now who's going to be first to this? Rice has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 5.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Coming on the field. Number 4.
And it's Walker, and he's
Vinicius
picked it up out
Junior.
wide.
Number
That's
15.
very neat.
Olise.
Good ball, good take. Olise! Now, who's going to be first to this? Olise. So we've reached the hour mark. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Oh, they could be caught out here.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri scooting forward. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rice. He's having a pop! And he can thump it away. Succumbs to the pressure. Rodgers. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, well played, plenty of numbers back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vietnam still without a single shot on target. That has been cut short. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Rice with the short one. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. That ball looks a good one. Courtois comes out and deals with it. And they're back on the ball again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Looking for options for movement. Tries one from range! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Germany really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, third corner of the game. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. Konate, forced to go back. Deftly away. Germany have it back and can go again. Ball's played through. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Out of play for a goal kick. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.